Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Pete's Corner, where we examine a different corner of Stillwater every week. I'm your host, John Cotton. This week, we're going to examine what OSU has to offer for graduate programs. Most students think of college in the short term. 4 years of hard work is more than enough for them, whereas others believe going back to school wouldn't hurt. Reporter Stephen Lamar has more on one student who is going back to school to reach a higher goal.
Graduation day. For many, it's a milestone that they've sought from the moment they walked onto campus, enduring the long nights studying and the last-minute projects. Some students, like soon-to-be graduate accounting student Dane Krause, are taking the next step that college has to offer.
I plan to go to master's school. I just recently got accepted, and which is a big honor.
Krause and many other brave post-college students make the decision every year to pursue more education and take on graduate-level courses. While for some it's an easy decision to go to graduate school, statistics from usnews.com show that only 27% of college graduates pursue a master's degree or higher within a year of graduating. The story is different for Krause, however, as graduate school was an important step to fulfill his dream of taking over the family business in the small Oklahoma town of Okeen.
My dad has a accounting business set out for me to take over, which I'm very, very blessed to have that opportunity.
Oklahoma State offers a large amount of graduate programs, allowing students to gain more education and to expand their field of understanding.
For many graduating students, this will be the final time that they walk through these hallways. But for some, the studying has just begun.
Graduate courses present a much different playing field than undergraduate, and the level of difficulty increases significantly. Regardless of the demanding nature of the classes, students like Krause continue to take on the challenge.
It kind of terrifies me, but in a way, I'm ready to learn, and I'm ready to take on that challenge.
So remember, as your big day approaches and the pearly white gates of college freedom seem just in reach, that some students are accepting the challenge that lies ahead of an undergraduate degree. Graduate school has the potential to open many doors, and for some, is a goal that's been sought from the very beginning. For Pete's Corner, I'm Stephen Lamar.
Thank you, Stephen. For a list of graduate degrees and information about specific programs, visit education.okstate.edu/grad. Graduate school can be a long process, and for some students, the last thing they want to do is be back in school. However, others couldn't wait to be back in the school setting. Natalie Price has more on the school psychology program here at OSU.
The school library has just become the most popular place on campus. Students are scrambling to obtain the final bit of information they need to ace their final exams. While most of these students are dreaming of the time they get to be out of school, a group of students across the way are dreaming the complete opposite. On the 4th floor of Willard resides the Education Graduate Program, and within this program are students who dream of becoming school psychologists.
My highlights are always, working in the schools, helping kids to develop their academic skills.
Developing students' academic skills is not the only thing these graduate students do. Many of them conduct research, have practicum hours every week, and, attend school. The school psychology program at OSU has two options: a training program for education specialists or a program for doctoral students. Each of these two programs requires an immense amount of studying each week. Second-year grad student Christina Serrano assures us that there is a difference between being an undergrad and being a graduate student.
Being a grad student is more about time management and just knowing how to balance your time, because not only do you, especially if you have an assistantship, not only do you have to balance your time with your classes, you also have to balance your time teaching a course. Like I am also a teaching assistant, so I have to do that. And in my program, we also go do practicum, so we go to the schools and we work with the school psychologists there. So we also have to manage that. So I think the hardest thing as being a graduate student is just managing your time wisely.
The time managing skills that the graduate students learn are also used during their research. The school psychology department conducts an array of research with the help of their graduate students.
We do a variety of research, from working to develop math skills with elementary students to, into looking at why a grad student chooses certain grad programs. I mean, it varies pretty widely.
If you are interested in learning more about the types of research conducted by the School of Psychology, you can visit their office at 434 Willard. For Pete's Corner, I'm Natalie Price.
Thanks, Natalie. OSU School of Media and Strategic Communications is home to one of the best media programs in the country, with alumni successfully working at newspapers, TV stations, and athletic departments around the nation. But now, more than ever, students are choosing to forego their first job and continue on to grad school. Courtney Brown has more on SMSC's grad program.
In a world where most people get their news from Twitter and page clicks reign supreme in advertising, media professionals are forced to make more difficult decisions than ever. OSU's School of Media and Strategic Communications aims to make those decisions a little easier with its Graduate Studies program. SMSC offers a master's degree in mass communications with an emphasis in media management. Students interested in the graduate program can choose from 3 degree plans: news media, strategic communication, and sports media, all with a focus on management and strategy. Each degree plan has 2 options: a thesis for students who want to teach or eventually pursue a doctorate degree, or a creative component for students who want to advance in various media careers. One graduate student, Blake Zimmerman, is using his degree to further his career in athletic communications. Zimmerman started working toward his degree as a graduate assistant with OSU Athletics Media Relations Office. He took a job as an assistant director of athletic communications at Texas Tech this July, but he was able to finish his creative component through online correspondence with his committee. Zimmerman says the SMSC faculty made his decision to pursue a master's at OSU a no-brainer.
When you're working with the faculty here, like it's a research school, but at the same time, a lot of the faculty members have experience in the field. And that's been something that's really important to me.
SMSC is continuing to expand its graduate program to keep up with the ever-changing media industry. The biggest development? A 4+1 program that will allow students to earn credit towards a master's degree while they finish their undergrad. Dr. Jamie Fullerton, SMSC's graduate coordinator, says the program is designed to give students already immersed in the program a chance to gain a competitive edge in their chosen field.
When a prospective employer looks at your resume, all else being equal, the person with the master's degree is going to be the one who's hired. Just because that just shows not only that you have extra coursework, extra knowledge, but also that you have that stick-to-itiveness, that you're obviously bright, or you wouldn't have accomplished that.
So, whether you're looking to teach someday or you want to earn that promotion a little more quickly, a graduate degree from SMSC may be just what you're looking for. For Pete's Corner, I'm Courtney Brown.
Thanks, Courtney. Pete's Corner will be right back after this break. So once you've decided to go to grad school, the next thing is finding the right school. Grad students have been known to travel great distances to go to a different school than their undergrad school. Kydell Billy talked to one student who traveled over 20 hours and 1,300 miles to study bugs.
What's that? Age. Age, by their age. That's correct. That's correct. He's into it. And a cheerleader.
Intro to Entomology is the first class that entomology majors can take at OSU. It was also the first class that graduate student Teresa Andrew attended as a teaching assistant at OSU. She comes from the University of Delaware in Newark, where she was a double major.
I did my undergrad at University of Delaware, where I studied wildlife conservation and entomology. Ended up loving entomology versus anything else.
After graduation, she planned on joining Dr. Wyatt Hobeck at the University of Nebraska, but when Dr. Hobeck accepted a job at OSU, he invited Andrew to join him.
And I was going to go to University of Nebraska until a couple months later he said, you know, I'm switching to Oklahoma State University if you'd like to come with me.
The opportunity of studying at OSU was very exciting for her.
And I was really excited because at Nebraska it would have been a biology department, but here at OSU it's an entomology department. And that's really what I wanted to focus on. So my classes would be more entomology based, and it would be at a larger university that is more well known in the field.
While at OSU, Andrew has been kept busy being a teaching assistant, taking graduate courses, and even has the opportunity to research the American burying beetle.
What I do is I put out traps with these dead mice or dead rats and compare it to artificial baits.
The entomology department at OSU is very helpful for Andrew. They have given her many different opportunities and helped her in areas outside her original interests, such as teaching.
Really, I just like getting to know some of the students who actually come to talk to me, and I see that they're getting involved, and I like that.
For Andrew, the opportunity to come and work in the entomology department at OSU has been an amazing experience. With O State TV, I'm Kydell Billy.
Thanks, Kydell, and for more information about the Entomology Graduate Program, visit their offices in the West Wing of the Noble Research Center. Now, most students say enough is enough after 4 years of college, but for others, the opportunity to have a higher salary is enough to drag them into going to grad school. Jill Hunley has more.
Many students don't want to stop their education after just 4 years, so many choose to go on to graduate school. They do this to help their chances at getting better jobs further on down the road. For one student, grad school wasn't something he always wanted to attend, nor was it the only thing he got accepted into. Lance Forshee didn't always have graduate school on his mind. Before being accepted into grad school, he applied for physical therapy school. Turns out, he got accepted into both, but then had to decide which one he wanted to continue on with.
Choosing between grad school and physical therapy school was a really interesting decision. I got into physical therapy school first and hadn't heard from OSU at all.
In grad school, Lance's main focus is on becoming a biology teacher. He already has many hours underneath his belt. At OSU, he has taught general biology lab for 6 semesters now. While he teaches, he is also enrolled in up to 9 hours a semester. Next year, he gets to advance from teaching the general biology lab to teaching the general biology lecture. This is something very exciting for him because he plans on teaching biology after he graduates. This semester has been a busy one for Lance. Along with teaching his labs and taking classes of his own, he is also a research assistant that is funded by Howard Hughes Medical Institute.
There are days where I stay up like 48 hours, and there are days where I come to work at 9 and I leave at 2. And so it really just depends on what's due, what's coming up, and if I've managed my time appropriately.
Lance has a passion about biology, and that is why he has chosen to pursue a career as a teacher of biology. Wherever he may end up teaching, he will always be loyal and true to his Cowboys. For Pete's Corner, I'm Jill Hunley.
Thanks, Jill. Now, everybody comes to college to get an education. But what if your major is education? Alan Sanders explains some of the opportunities for those students after their 4 years of undergrad.
It's December, and that means one more semester for seniors at Oklahoma State. Though 4 years seem like the end of a college career, Oklahoma State offers more in its graduate programs. The Oklahoma State College of Education offers multiple programs that students can enter if they wish to continue their education.
We are a dynamic college. It's surprising to find some of the programs that we have. Aviation, the athletic training, those kinds of programs in a college of education. To some people, it makes sense because we're about educating the community in all of its facets.
The prerequisites for entering one of the programs at the College of Education vary for each degree. For example, the Graduate Record Exam and Miller Analogies test scores. You must also at least have a minimum of a 2.75 undergraduate GPA. Students add 33 credit hours on top of a 4-year bachelor's degree. The students who make it through these programs definitely have support through the college in order to successfully enter the workforce.
Our counselor programs also get students out into to work situations very early in the program and very often. And that's one thing that our nationally accredited counseling program is best known for. That's the amount of time that our students spend out working with clients.
Graduate students not only see benefits of a job straight out of college, but they also earn a better income than those who do not have their master's degree.
If you're going into the College of Education and are on the fence about joining one of the graduate programs the College of Education has to offer, why not sit down with someone today and talk about it?
If you'd like more information about the programs that are offered at the College of Education, you can stop by the Watson Family Academic Success Center or log on to education.okstate.edu. For Pete's Corner, I'm Alan Sanders.
Thanks, Alan. Well, hopefully you've learned if grad school is right for you, as well as a few of the great programs here at OSU. For this week's episode of Pete's Corner, I'm John Cotton.